because I don't want us to lose any information. So yeah, we have a week and a half left of school. Today's our last quiz. And remember, we said at the very beginning of the quarter, only 3 of your quizzes are gonna be counted for your grade. So it's just your strongest scores will be counted for your grade. Your fourth or your worst score is gonna be added as extra credits. Okay, so after everyone is finished taking the 4th quiz, I'm gonna go ahead and get in there and I'm gonna update all the grades, like very update them. And those of you who took all 4 quizzes, you're gonna see a tremendous bump in your grade. If you didn't, then nothing's gonna happen to your grade. It's gonna be the same. So I hope that you guys take all 4 quizzes. Good luck on everything. And yeah, that's how it's gonna work out. So today we are going to do our quiz review. It's gonna be the same as usual. We have about, I think, 22, 23 questions, so we'll get through that. I do kind of wanna like speed it up just a tad because there's another meeting that I'm supposed to be in right now. But obviously this is a bit more important than that. So I'm just hoping that I can catch that. It's actually a graduation for the master's degree students. I was supposed to like give them a little talk. So I'm just gonna pop in then if we have time at the end of this. So I would like to go a little bit fast, but if not, it's totally fine if you guys need extra time or anything like that. Also, I did put some more updates on our website, and now I'm going to be focusing a lot more on creating content and providing you guys with resources that will help you develop your careers. Okay, go ahead and build your careers, apply to jobs, or build businesses, whatever you guys are trying to do with your degree. I'm going to be putting out a lot more stuff out there for you guys, especially during the summer, because I'm hoping that might be what you're spending your time on, is just building yourself up, especially if you guys are graduating. But even if you're not, this is definitely the time for you to start getting some experience and starting to build your career so that once you do graduate, you have something, okay? So just trying to get something like that going for you guys. And do we have any questions about what's going on? What to expect? We good? Okay, thank you. And all right, so let's go ahead and start our review and we'll take it from there. All right, guys? So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you guys, and we're gonna do the same thing we always do. So go ahead and use your ID numbers for your nickname, and let's get started, okay? Let's turn that down a bit. Let's go ahead and sign in. Okay, so I'm assuming this is about it, right? let's get started. Okay, here we go. Maybe we should be on there. Okay, guys, yes, Social Security started in 1935. And then later on, they kind of built on that. So they built on it, like especially with Medicare and Medicaid, that's part of Social Security. That happened in 1965. So they did build on it throughout the years and the coming decades, but it just came out in 1935. Right, so program that pays benefits to the disabled or those who are 65 and older for financial limitations. So this would not necessarily be Medicaid or TRICARE, because Medicaid or TRICARE is specifically for, you know, healthcare related stuff. That's for medical related things. TRICARE is the one for the military, the armed forces, and then Medicaid, that is actually that's the public health insurance that you get, that the states actually organize and run, and that is based on income eligibility. Okay, so supplemental security income, this is actual income that is given to those who might be disabled or those who are 65 and older who are also low income as well. Okay, pension, that doesn't really count for this. It's not a government program or anything. Good, everybody. Good job. All right. Very good, everybody. So Medicare Part A is the part that covers hospital costs. Okay, hospital, psychiatric, things like that. Medicare Part C, I don't know which way you guys are able to see this, but Medicare Part C is the part that you can, where you can elect to use a private managed care plan, and you can receive your Medicare benefits through that managed care plan. But that only happens with Medicare Part C. Part A, that's covering hospital costs. Okay. So Medicare actually does not require anyone to really have a referral to go see a specialist. You can just go straight on and see a specialist with Medicare. There are no restrictions. Medicare kind of acts, even though it's a public program, it's funded by the government, well, through our taxes, and all that. However, it acts like it's a private insurance. Okay, it acts like a traditional private insurance company. Okay, yes, it does pay pennies on the dollar, but just from a patient's perspective, Medicare is going to act sort of like a private health insurance company, not like a managed care company. So they don't really care if you go straight to see a specialist. They don't care if you see a different doctor every single time you go see a doctor. Okay, it's fine. Is that a good idea? No. Is it gonna create a lot of you know, because it's very fragmented. Okay, so it's not coordinated at all when you do that. So, and then of course there's always that waste of money and everything like that, because if you just have a headache and you decide that you need to see a neurologist for your headache, you're wasting money. And also, if you see different doctors every single time, then a lot of your information might get lost. Okay, your physicians are probably not coordinating with each other, so that is a problem. But does Medicare allow you to do that? Yes, you can do that. Part C, when Medicare Advantage program, the Part C portion of Medicare is when you can elect to use like a managed care organization. You receive your benefits that way, and when you do receive your benefits that way, you just abide by whatever that managed care organization's rules are. Okay, so if you elected to use an HMO, then yes, they're going to have restrictions. Okay, so that's when you will have to have a referral to see a specialist. But if you're just using straight Medicare, you're not using Part C, then yeah, you can go straight to a specialist. You can do that. Nice. Very good, everybody. Okay, so all of the following are definitely going to drive up the cost of healthcare, right? Because fraud and waste will definitely drive up costs. I think that's kind of obvious why that would. Profits from prescription drugs are really, really high, and they're unnecessarily high. I hope you guys saw the videos on that. Okay, they don't have to be as high. So being as high as they are, and how it's not really benefiting anything except for certain people at the top. It's wasteful when we spend so much money on those high prescription drugs. Also, hospital administration definitely drives up costs. And the reason for that is a lot of the administrative things that we have going on, even in not necessarily just at hospital, but just administrative costs in healthcare in general, drive up costs, because we kind of do a lot of unnecessary office work, when a lot of the things that we should be doing is making everything digital. So it's a lot more efficient, and we have less medical errors, okay, because medical errors drive up our costs as well. Also, we don't have to have as much manpower, okay? We don't have to waste as much time. If everything is digital, then that saves so much time. It saves, you know, saves us from committing all these errors, and we don't have to hire so many people, okay? Now, competition between providers, this is the answer, because this actually has a potential to reduce costs, okay? The thing is, when two providers, or when a variety of different providers are competing with each other for the business of the patients, okay, don't you think that they're gonna reduce their prices? I bet, right? They're probably gonna reduce their prices so they can get more business. Because if you have customers out there shopping and they're basing everything on, like, the price and the quality of the care that they're probably going to get, more than likely, if there's a lot of competition between providers, that will reduce the cost of care. Although in our healthcare system, we do have, we kind of insulate the providers with the health insurance, so that's a whole other story, but theoretically, it would reduce the costs. So that's why that's the answer. So great. Okay, all right. Very good. Wonderful. Okay, respite care is provided to formal caregivers that are compensated for providing care. What's wrong with this statement is formal caregivers, okay? So respite care is actually meant to be provided to informal caregivers, okay? So, because typically informal caregivers, they don't make money, okay? Informal caregivers are those people who are taking care of their grandparents or their parents, or, family members or friends or whatever, and you're doing it for free, okay? You're doing it because you need to take care of your family. And many times that can, that can be exhausting, it can be stressful. Your informal caregivers, if you're taking care of your grandparents, maybe over time you could get really depressed and have anxiety about the whole situation. So respite care is meant for those people. The informal caregivers for providing the free care to their family members because they might be getting too stressed out. Okay? Very good. Okay, so skilled nursing services, those are usually more intense nursing services. Okay, bathing is something that that's more of someone who does just caregiving will do. Okay, that's for more of like a personal or custodial care level of a job rather than a skilled nursing facility. And you know, having more intensive nursing services such as, you know, IVs and infusions and, you know, 24/7 nursing services. Okay. That being said, maybe this is kind of not that great of a question. I should have went more into detail because yeah, at a skilled nursing facility, everyone's got to take a bath. So who's going to do that? So, but typically it's not a skilled nursing service. Skilled nursing service is a bit more higher up on the long-term care continuum, and bathing is going to be more down here at the, you know, basic personal and custodial care, you know, at the level where you don't really have to be licensed or certified. Okay, you got to be certified for skilled nursing services. You don't have to be certified or licensed to provide, you know, bathing. Okay, so that's why that's the answer. Very, very good, guys. Doing well. Last question. Yeah, so bereavement is when you need, this is like the whole process of like grieving, you know, for your loved one when they have passed away or something like that. So That will be that. 8 stages of grief. I don't know if it's 8 stages or what, how many stages or whatever. I just kind of put that out there. So, but yeah, bereavement is what I wanted you guys to understand. Okay. Okay. So those are your 5. Those are the winners. There we go. I'll go ahead and stop this bad boy. Do we have any questions or anything like that before we go? Are we, huh? Are we set and ready to go then? Do you guys have everything you need? The quiz, I think, should already be up now. So if it isn't, you can, please, someone let me know if it's not. But yes, I believe the quiz is up. It should be up. And it's going to be the same story as usual. So, but please also keep in mind that we are 1.5 weeks, about to finish the quarter. So another thing that I need you guys to be mindful of is your grades. Okay, so please, everyone, check your grades. And if you notice any kind of discrepancies or anything like that, you need to let me know so that they can be fixed. Because once the final exam is, over and everything's done and cut off, basically June 8th. Once that happens, everything is done. I turn in grades and that's your grade. So to avoid, any kind of mistakes or anything like that, please, please, please talk to me about any kind of discrepancies now so that I can go ahead and fix them. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the assignments and everything like that very soon. So you guys, if you need to make up your makeup work, do that. Another thing about the makeup work, do not submit your work in the same, do not put them in the same links on Blackboard that you did initially. Okay, don't put them in under assignment 1 or assignment 2 or anything like that. I'm going to have a separate link that says makeup work on Blackboard, and that is where you're going to turn in all of your makeup work. Okay, you'll be allowed to turn in, multiple times. So if you need to put multiple submissions in there, that's going to be fine. But that is where you're going to turn in your makeup work. If you turn them on any of the other, assignment links or anything like that, it's not going to be counted. I'm not looking at any of that. I'm not going to dig back into the old stuff. We move forward. So you're going to just submit them all into the makeup work link on Blackboard. Okay. I think that's all. Anything else? Reflection assignments. I didn't plan on it, but it's up to you guys. Do you guys want to do a reflection assignment?
No.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to do an extra assignment? Okay. I won't give you guys any extra assignments, but that's all you guys have coming up then. No, no reflection assignment. I think that's it, but if I'm forgetting something, please let me know. So other than that, are we good? Or do we have any more questions?
I just had a quick question.
Go ahead.
I didn't get on right on time, so I wasn't able to log in for the Kahoot. Can I still get the attendance points or?
Yeah, sure. I will give you some attendance points. When
Okay.
did you log in actually?
Like a 6:15, 6:10. Because I was working, so I didn't go on in right on time at 6.
Well, it's fine. I usually check the attendance at the end of our thing anyway. So
Okay, sounds good.
you're technically here as far as I know.
Thank you.
No problem. Anything else? Are we good? We good to go? Any other questions? Okay, I will go ahead and put this video on YouTube so that you guys can all have a version of this and refer back to it when you need to for your quiz if you need to. And other than that, please check your grades. And if you have any problems, let me know. Okay? So I will see you guys next week when we review for the final. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys.